Time for some creepy short stories, all written by MellowYellowSun. I don't sleep with the curtains open. I like light, always have, probably always will. Not harsh, white, surgical light, sunlight, soft and warm and life-giving. So for this reason, I've always slept with a crack in my curtains. Honestly, it's the best way to wake up. Golden light streaming in through your window. A natural alarm clock. I can't stand the shrill screech of the one on my phone. But have you ever woken up at some ungodly hour? A chill running down the back of your spine? Adrenaline coursing through your veins? The feeling of sludgy ice fear? The basic instinct to hide and run and die mixing together. A sharp snap into consciousness with the visceral feeling of wrongness. A single thought pressed into your mind, burning like a brand. Watched. That paralytic fear, that tension, hold you still in your bed. Through that crack in your curtains, every fiber of you is screaming, you are watched. And that face is burned into the back of your eyelids. You don't need to look to know what you might see. The face is twisted and pressed against the window, white and strained and screaming. Watching, disembodied, gray skin, white sclera, and mouth full of agony. Contorted, corrupted, tetanus-twisted muscles. Do you look? Do you move? I don't. I can't. Rational brain says, nothing there. Nightmares happen. Rat brain says, hide. I'm really not sure what causes those sudden snaps into consciousness. Some deep-seated prey instinct, I suppose. But after a while, the chill wears off. You can glance upwards. You can see there's nothing there. And then there's the ice on the back of your neck again. Behind you. I know when my husband is cheating on me. It's funny, something like 60% of marriages end in infidelity, but you never think it'll be yours. There are so many articles on it too. How to tell, what signs to watch for. Is he spending too much time at the office or just working hard? Crappy episodes on daytime TV. Some silly girl sobbing as it's all revealed. These articles, shows, dramas, they're for weaker women. I knew the moment my husband didn't love me anymore. Oh, it'll start small. He'll smile more, for no reason. He'll laugh at little things she says or does. Things that he would never in a million years found funny if you said them. And it'll only get worse. His face will light up like the sun when he sees her, and he will see her. You can't stop it. She's everywhere in his life, invasive like a cancer or a leech, sucking all of his attention and love away from you. And then, even worse, his friends. Your friends will notice. They'll tell you they've never seen him like this before, how happy he is. It's enough to make you sick. And finally, he'll tell you he's never felt love like this before, that he doesn't know how he ever lived without her. Well, something had to be done, obviously. I love my husband. I'm not having some little temptress steal him away from me. What kind of woman would I be then? No. So I took matters into my own hands. Thank God she's still little. I don't think I could have drowned her that easily if she could walk just yet. I see you. I can't remember exactly when I started seeing them. The doctor says I'm a schizo, The psychiatrist says I'm neurotic. My mother says I'm looking for attention. Doesn't really matter, 'cause they're there. A shadow in the corner of my vision at first. The dull feeling of dread, of knowing someone is right behind you, just out of sight. The doctor says it's hot spots, blind areas in my vision caused by damage to my neck from me whipping it around all the time. They get braver after a while. Something clambering over the stop sign, something slithering by my feet, white robes just behind me, wings beating by my ear. Really, the next step was only logical. The first scoop hurts. It's a dull pressure just behind your eyes as you dig the spoon in. But soon your brain takes over, decides it can't deal with the pain, and it's easier then. Only takes a few minutes. I knew what I was doing, and it wasn't a hard trade. I knew I'd end up here, some hospital for poor, lost, and broken minds. But really, freedom for freedom? No contest. A permanent space in the hospital to never have to see them again. Deal. But now I really wish I hadn't taken my eyes. You see, they don't have to hide anymore, and I can't even shut my eyes. And now they're standing right in front of me. Angels. Angels are easy to spot, not because they look angelic like those paintings. Actually, they couldn't be further from that. Some people say they look like supernovas, thousands and thousands of swirling galaxies. Others see pillars of light, golden and blinding. Others see a void of nothingness, as much as you can see a void, that is. Whatever anyone sees, the response is always the same. People fall to their knees, sobbing. It's instinctive, a gut reaction, a tug of gravity. Looking at one for too long feels like staring into the sun, a sickening twist of the stomach, a burn in the back of your throat. You can feel yourself starting to disintegrate. People scream and beg and cry, and the angels stand tall. You see, we figured out pretty early on that they only know one phrase, "Be not afraid." And when they first said it, well, we all thought we were saved. Perhaps this was the rapture, and we were all sinless in the eyes of God. We clung to that idea as they raised the land, as the seas boiled, as the world split and the air turned to poison and the bodies piled up. And among the terrifying, anguished screams, all you could hear was, "Be not afraid." It took a while, really, much longer than it should have. You see, they don't communicate, and you can't touch them. We tried. People got angry after a while, and angry people are dangerous. They found one, caught one, and went to rip it limb from limb. They're empty, hollow throats, buzzing eyes, and a terrible, booming voice. Be not afraid. It keeps going, you know, long after the shell is gone. We stopped trying to destroy them. Oh, sorry, did I say you can't touch one? You can, and the light that emanates from their empty shell will burn the flesh from your bones. You can't touch them for very long. But eventually, we figured it out. Be not afraid? It was never supposed to be comforting. All they meant was, there's no point in being afraid. Not because we're saved. Oh no. The trial of God and man has happened, but we never thought to think who would judge. It turns out there's not much use in praying when there's no one left to pray to, and there's no point in being afraid because there's no one coming to save us. Thanks, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, my little creepy creatures. Have a good night. Love, the Mistress.